Nafisha.
And this is Raw
Raw
Nurse
Nurse
Talk.
Talk.
So for the past 10 years, or probably 5-10 years, there's been a lot of shift between from traditional schooling to online schooling. Today we're going to explore the pros of both online and traditional schooling. So do you want to start off? Have you had experience going to school online versus traditional?
I haven't had experience online, but I have went, of course I've been to regular college. So I'm looking forward to hear what kind of pros we have
Yeah.
versus online, because I think I would rather do online.
Can you tell us your experience about the traditional
My
schooling?
my experience, I didn't like it a lot. I wished it was I could have went online back then, because I had work, kids, getting back and forth to school.
Yeah.
That's a lot, and taking kids back and forth to school, and it's just me doing it. So it was a lot. So
Yeah. You'd rather do online?
I think I would, but even though I haven't experienced it yet. So
I've done both traditional and online schooling, and I think after doing both, to be honest, I am more of a traditional person.
Mhm.
I would rather do traditional schooling.
okay,
Yes, I know that sounds a little bit weird or strange. A lot of people prefer online,
yeah,
but I think after doing both, because you need a lot of motivation to be able to do the online. I mean, there are some advantages of doing online, which you're going to talk about,
Mhm.
but in my own experience, when I did my bachelor's degree, I did the traditional
Mhm.
schooling, where I went to class, did clinicals, but then when I did my master's degree, I did online. I'm
Yeah.
actually doing right now, doing an online program. So if I compare the two,
hmm
I honestly prefer the traditional school. One of the advantages of doing traditional school for me when I was doing it was the fact that I was able to interact with my other students,
hmm
be able to make friends, because I was new to this state actually, because I had moved being from a different country as well. So I had a very good experience meeting other people,
Mhm.
making friends. So that was a very good experience for me. So that's an advantage that a lot of people would identify doing traditional schooling.
Yeah, I can sit down and you're studying, you have somebody to study with, bounce
Yeah.
ideas off each other.
Right, you have someone
Yeah.
because some of the material you need somebody to study with
Yeah.
to be able to understand,
Mhm.
especially nursing.
Oh yeah.
You need not just one, but a group of people to be able to study with and understand the material. So that's an advantage of doing the traditional schooling. I think with the traditional schooling, you're able to interact with the teacher as well.
hmm
You have the teacher. If you have a question, you can ask the teacher. If you have a good teacher, they'll be able to explain to you and help you understand some material. So yeah, that was.
But wouldn't you have that online as well? Interaction.
Well, no, and that's the con that we're going to talk about the online
Oh, okay.
and the online one. But I feel like with the traditional ones, you have the teacher right there in front of you,
hmm
and if the teacher is trying to explain a certain concept and you don't get it, you can raise your hand up, or after class you can go to the teacher and say, I didn't understand this, and the teacher will explain it to you.
Okay.
So that's important, especially if you're doing your bachelor's degree. I don't know, I just feel like bachelor's degrees, they are a lot harder than master's degrees.
Mm.
I think so. So you need someone to pretty much like hold your hand and explain to you things. Sounds terrible, but yeah.
Yeah.
So you need someone to, if you have a question, they can explain to you or answer your questions and help you understand stuff. Did you have good experience though going to school in class?
It was okay. I did like some interaction with some of my classmates or whatever, but I think I would have been all right online too. But that's what I'm trying to figure out whether I should.
Yeah. So why do you think? Why would you want to do online school though? Because you said you've done traditional and you didn't like it, or you did like it, but you would prefer online. Why?
Yeah, because I have more flexibility and I can be sitting in pajamas and doing homework or whatever online, or dressed from the waist up. They don't know, so. So, Yeah, I think online would be
Yeah.
good for me.
Online is more flexible.
Yeah.
But you can get traditional schools that are flexible as well. So they offer, say, morning classes, and then they also offer evening classes. So it just depends
Yeah.
on what you want.
But you don't have to drive over to a school when you're online.
Yeah.
You can just stay right there and then go to work and,
Right.
you know,
You
it's
can
not
even
gonna-
do
you
it.
don't have to rush from your job to school or vice versa. So.
Yeah. So that's a big advantage.
Hmm. And then, as far as I hear, you can speak with your teacher anytime. So.
It depends. It really depends what kind of teacher you have, to be
Oh.
honest. You know, some of them, because with online schooling, a lot of teachers are doing side hustles.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
if you have a teacher who is invested in your education and making sure they see you succeed,
Mhm.
then you can always write them an email. Some of them, you know, they want you to call them and they can answer your question. But if you have the ones who they're just there to guide you through, like, oh, you haven't completed this assignment, when are you going to submit it? Their job is just to grade assignments, and that's it. So it becomes a little bit challenging.
Oh, yeah. So in regular school, the teachers are there to kind of push you through.
Mhm. Yes.
Even though it's college, so you got to be kind of self-motivated yourself, but they'll help you.
Yeah, they help you. They do that. So any other advantage you think of?
No.
So would you encourage like people to do? Well, I guess because you haven't done online, you really wouldn't encourage.
Yeah, I would have to go through it to see. Trying to get some pointers from you.
But it's very appropriate for older people.
Oh my.
Mhm.
Yeah, it'd be more convenient
Yeah.
for you.
People who have jobs, people who have kids, families, people who have things to do. So
Mhm.
yeah, so you can decide you want to do your assignments at midnight or 2 in the morning, you know, versus you have to be in class at 8 in the morning.
Yeah, I like that idea.
Yeah, that's the biggest advantage about online programming. There are just so many online programs popping up everywhere.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I
What
don't
do
know
you
whether,
think about the online program? Do you feel like you well educated versus in the normal class traditional?
No, to be honest, no. Oh, and you know what? I think also it depends. There are some programs that are appropriate for online,
Mhm.
and there are some programs that are not appropriate for online.
Do you think
something
nursing is one of them?
I don't think nursing should be an online program
Okay.
because you have to do clinical, right?
Mhm.
So I guess the clinical part is different because you have to be at the hospital to do your clinicals.
Mhm.
But the learning portion of it, I guess it could be online, but I think it will make more sense because you need someone to explain to you material. I think it would be more appropriate to do any clinical course. Honestly, I think it should be in person.
Oh, okay.
I think so. I mean, stuff like maybe business administration or what other course can you do online?
Medical terminology,
Me-
or what is it? Medical coding.
Medical coding.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one can be online. Yeah, but some stuff, courses that you have to deal with human beings,
Mhm.
lives and of human
Yeah.
beings. I think you should just do it. Go to class and learn the material and talk to the teacher. Because you also have to do lab, right?
Yeah.
You have to do sim lab. If you have to do chemistry, you can't do chemistry at home.
Yeah. I know I can't do chem. I'm gonna need somebody right there with me to do
With
some
chemistry?
chemistry.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it that bad?
Yeah, it's pretty bad. So.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God. So, but do you think going to class when you did chemistry
Mhm.
and you went to class, it was more helpful? Can you imagine doing it online? Or anatomy?
Oh Lord.
Yeah. How would you do it online? I think it's impossible. Yeah. So stuff like chemistry, where you need hands-on, you need to, do the experiment.
Yeah.
You gotta do it in person.
Yeah. I understand what you.
And then with science classes, the teacher is always there. You ask them, and you get it before you go home. You get it,
Mhm.
But online, if you're trying to look for a teacher and you can't find them, your instructor can't be found, and
Yeah, that would suck.
that would suck. So yeah, we want to hear your experiences, guys. Have you been to online programs? Have you gotten your degree online or traditional? What were your experiences involved? Yeah. Do you have anything else, Peaches?
No.
Thanks for watching. We hope you can join us again in our next video. Bye.